Good afternoon, you crafty bunch. How are you all? Thank you for joining me 3 p.m, a little bit of a change in the schedule. So we've changed it to 3 p.m. so of our lovely USA fans can come and say hello to the lovely Sarah from Funky Fossil. We have a lovely show lined up for you. Now, we have lots of surprises too. So Sarah from Funky Fossil is going to be making lots more regular appearances on the How to Craft Network, and she's going to be bringing you lots of lovely new goodies. Now, the support for Sarah has been incredible. Now, you will know when we've done our brand days how successful has been, sell out after sell out after sell out. And today's probably going to be no exception with what she's brought to you today. So come and say hello. Come and pop your comments on our YouTube channel. This is a digital channel where we share the love of craft with lots of brands, from big brands right down to your cottage companies too. So come and say hello. If you are not a subscriber though, why not? You need to click that subscribe button. Come and get all of the lovely crafty inspiration from myself and lots of other fabulous designers who stand in here hour upon hour to give you creativity and inspiration. So if you are watching on our Facebook pages, the best way to get interaction is over on our YouTube channel, but we do try and monitor both. So if you do have any questions, all you need to do is pop QQQ and then we'll try and answer your lovely questions. Thank you so much for joining us. It is 3 p.m. I will ask a favour, please share this live video right now. If you're watching on social media platforms, let's share the love of craft. Click that share button. It takes 1 minute to share the experience today. Now, in today's show, we will say hello to our lovely guest in a second. And I know lots of you are doing shout outs already for Sarah as well. But let's just go through a couple of items on the counter. Sarah's got some lovely demonstrations for you as well. Now, this launch here today has only been out for 7 days. Sarah's been working really hard to get you something new, something creative. And again, as always, it's incredible. And we've got some freebies for you. She's like, can we give this away today? I'm like, what is it with everybody wanting to give everything away? My team last week, can we give these away? I'm like, whoa. But yeah, we've got something to give away. And we might do a giveaway. We'll see how it goes. So let's have a look at the first item on the counter. And it's this delicious bundle. Now, with Funky Fossil, you're always going to get something different. You're always going to get something that's creative. But all of the abundance in the bundle works so well together. No thought is missed out into, you're not going to get a bubble set that's going to go with a pair of roller skates. You are going to get something that's going to work well together and give you endless creativity. So this item number is actually on the screen, as you can see now. If you are shopping ahead and you are on the website, you will be watching us live now on our website. So hello, but just below, we have all of the items listed in Sarah's fabulous show. Now you can shop ahead, but I would probably wait till I get to the end of the counter because I've got something very special to tell you about the show. But this item, if you want to pop it in your basket and wait, you absolutely can. 100533. And this is 2 stamp sets and 2 stencils. Now, come on, look at the stamp set. I love this stamp set. Now, A5 stamp set, look at that. Look at those gorgeous vases in there. Now, they are a clear set, high-grade photopolymer stamps as well. And you're going to be able to create, now if you have floral stamps from my range or any other range or even Sarah's earlier range, these vases are going to work beautifully. Now, A5 set here with those beautiful designs on, then down the base here you get one sort of large open fretwork stamp. Now, do you know what Sarah's been really creative with? And this is what I absolutely love about this stamp. She could have done a full background of that design there and charged you £18 for an A5 stamp. She hasn't. She's put it down to 1 and enabled you to be creative. So if you want to do a corner, you can. If you want to do half, you can. If you want to create a full 12 by 12 pattern background, you absolutely can. So creative. I love that idea. I might actually steal that idea because that's a cool idea. So again, that's a clear stamp as well. And that's probably about 2.5 by 2.5 at a guess. We'll have a look at it in a second. And then we get 2 lovely stencils. Stencils is the heart of Funky Fossil. In my opinion, she does them really, really well. So you have this sort of damask pattern going on here on the base, and then you have this lovely aperture on here. Can we see that there? With the lovely sort of feather design going on. I love anything that leaves space for a sentiment, for a watercolour masterpiece, for a topper if you want to. Just absolutely beautiful. I'll just lift that up because I think this is the hero. I don't know. I can't decide. But equally, you know, Sarah loves eyes inks, you know, that she loves the sprays and things like that. They all go through these absolutely beautifully. So in this set, 2 stencils and 2 stamp sets, okay? I'll just give you the item number for that one. That is 100533. Look at the price. Look at the price. $28.49 for it all, okay? And if you are getting those Htcn club member discounts, you're going to get a further 20% off that. So that's, what, another £6? Easy peasy. What a bargain. 100533. Let's jump straight to the next collection because this is equally as beautiful. So in this collection then, as you can see, we get a super large A5 stamp, and again, all individuals as well, so you can be really creative with your concept here, with your flowers. Background, foreground, pop the pads behind, create, I'll just move this one forward very quickly, there we go. And you've got some word elements in there, celebrate with love, enjoy the day. So that is an A5 set. Then we look at these gorgeous, gorgeous stencils. Now, I did sneak peek that the mask for the bird is also in the back as well. So if you really want to be creative and cast a shadow behind your bird, take it out, fill it back in, create a halo, you can absolutely do that. And you get the fretwork detailed design, which will obviously work on top. And then you get the beautiful one here with that large flower design, which replicates the stamp set. So you've got sort of a design that follows through. So the stencil could be used on your card blank, and then the stamp could be used on your envelope to see the design through, because I think it's really beautiful when we see a design right from the insert to the exterior of the card, right through to the envelope. So you've got that there. So you get those 2 stencils, the stamp, papers, you know, just like me. Let's have a look. Beautiful papers. Watercolour papers as well. So if you're not into creating your watercolour backgrounds, then maybe you're going to love this. I'm just stopped right there because that is a cool page. Look at that. If you like your white splats and things like that, this is going to... Now, last time Sarah had these watercolour pads, not this specific one, I don't believe, but last time she had papers like this last time, they absolutely flew, and we loaded some more, and I think we ended up loading them for the 3rd time. They absolutely flew. So this is your watercolour rainbow, 36 papers, 12 designs, 160 GSM, perfect for your envelope making as well. Acid and lignin free, and you get some beautiful vibrant colours in there. So if you're into your vibrancy on your cards, you can absolutely do that. But equally, if you're not, you can push it back with a bit of gouache or a bit of white texture paste or anything. Absolutely gorgeous. These ones are 6x6. Is that right, Sarah? 6 by 6.
Sorry, I was looking at the comments.
It's all right, it's all right. So that one is item number 100534. Again, check out the price, $26.59. Now, if you are in the USA and shopping ahead, that's $32.29. Okay, and again, when you buy, you accrue the points, and you are also entitled to all of the discounts. And our website is geolocated in such a way that wherever you are in the world, you will be given discounts and offers and postage options on every area where you live. We know exactly where you are, where you're searching. So don't be afraid to check out, pop it in your basket, have a look, see if you're happy with the savings. If you're happy, then you can check out 100534. Club members $26.59. And again, if you have those extra points, you're going to get Brucey bonuses. Now, I can't even tell you how much you're going to save. I'll not tell everybody how much you're going to save if you spend with us, because it's a lot, okay? And a lot of you are at the 20% discount. So then we also, if you like the paper collection in there, then you're going to love this one. This is your 8x8s. Now, you all know in Studio 3, I do a lot of paper projects where we create albums, we create toppers, bookmarks, pockets, flaps, folds. We've got it all going on. This would be perfect for that. And I have shown you single-sided and double-sided as well. And this is your watercolour pad. Again, it's the same as the 6x6, but it's just bigger, okay? We will do a flick again because it's delicious. But again, you get all... I mean, look at these. Now, I have to tell you this, right? Tonight, you all know I'm live in Studio 3. You all know. You're all waiting for it. I have a massive giveaway. But let me tell you, my collection that I'm launching tonight at 3 o'clock would work with this incredibly well. Sarah hasn't even seen it. I might actually give her a sneak peek before she leaves to show her. But the collection that I'm showing you tonight will work gorgeous with this. In fact, please, could I have one of these, Sarah?
Certainly can.
Do you know what? When people leave here, I tip them upside down. I'm like, what can I have? Does that belong to me? I just love using other people's products, particularly when they're as yummy as these. So this is your 8x8 watercolour rainbow paper pad, $9.99. Brilliant price. $9.49 if you are in the club, okay, and then you'll get those savings. Now, Because the show's amazing and we didn't know if you'd want to buy one or the other or all, I have put on something very special for you, and it's a buy the show. So if you've got both of them in your basket at the moment, then you're going to be delighted, because I'm going to tell you that you can actually buy the show and get an extra saving. So Funky Fossil, shop the show. Are you ready? The item number 100532. The cost is club member £61.74 for it all. Everything you see, £61.74, and you know you're getting quality from Sarah, and you know you're going to get some amazing inspiration. And I think once you see the demos, you're probably going to pop it all in your basket. But equally, if you are all shopped out with Christmas, because we just launched Christmas, haven't we, in June and July, my gosh, then just sit and stay for the inspiration, because as always, Sarah is going to be back probably next month with new goodies as well. So shop wisely, but if you do like it, make sure you check out your basket. The Brucey bonuses as well is Sarah says that if you buy anything from her show, she's going to send you some sparkly enamel dots, and these are these little babies on here. So everybody who makes an order in the show today for Funky Fossil products, if you just buy one of the items, we are going to pop in some beautiful glittered and clear sort of enamel dots, gold, silver and crystal clear. Absolutely amazing. And that's a little thank you from Sarah for having her on the channel. So that's the complete show. I will talk you through some bits and pieces. We're incredibly busy on the middle item at the moment, which is no surprise because it's florals, and you all absolutely love florals. But I'm going to wing my way over to Sarah now, and we're going to get, well, let's just say hello. I haven't seen her for a while. It's been a while, and she's on a stepper, so I'm going to look very short.
Good.
Here we go.
Don't get on this stepper.
Oh, I don't
with
look
me.
short.
I know, exactly. And this is me on the stepper.
Oh my gosh, you are short.
I am. Petite.
Petite.
I like to use it.
So how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Look at me and you together on the same pod. We've not been allowed every other time.
No, I know, that's true.
It's crazy. So what have you been up to? I know you're always creative, but what have you been up to? Have you been doing some shows? Where have you been?
Well, I think as Karen was saying in the comments, we were at the Birmingham Motorcycle Museum show at the weekend. So I'm trying to get out and about into the in-person shows a little bit more. Looking forward to stamping together in the autumn.
We'll talk about that in a second. So, yeah, we've got a stamping show, haven't we?
Yeah.
Sarah comes to it now.
I love it.
She can't get rid of me. It's the 8th of October, and the tickets for those are available at the bottom of this show. So if you want a day out, a dedicated stamping show where all the best brands for your stamping, your die cutting, your colouring are going to be there. Port Sunlight in Liverpool, 8th of October. And the tickets are £4, I believe, and guess what? Free parking. Just come and say hello. Come and see your favourite faces.
It's a really fun day.
It's amazing, isn't it? So, what are we going to do? What are we going to work on first? Is it the bundle that's the most popular? No surprise.
I thought we'd go with the Blooming Tropical bundle first, because you've Christmased us all out, Tony, haven't you? So I thought I'd bring a bit of summer back to the studio and do something with some nice kind of warm colours and flowers. And I'm going to use both the stencils that come in this bundle, as well as the florals as well, and the papers. So it's all going to be in this one. And some of your embossing powders.
Very interesting.
So let's get going. And you'll see in terms of on the counter here in front of me, I've carried out what I call a bit of stencil surgery. So I've got things masked off here. So it's not looking at its best at this point in time, not looking at its most appealing. But what I'm trying to do is ensure that I'm not going to actually catch this ring, the frame that kind of carries through the hibiscus design. I'm literally going to ink up the flower for this one.
Okay.
I've not bothered to cover all of it because I'm hoping I'll be able to avoid that. Using one of my blending brushes, and I'm going to use some Tattered Rose, some Distress Oxide, but your pigment inks would work perfectly for this as well.
Yeah, pigment and oxide are similar, aren't they?
They are, because the oxide is a hybrid, so it's got dye and pigment in it. It has some of that same properties as pigment inks, one of them being that it stays wet a bit longer.
Yeah, I do love a good pigment ink. So the item number that Sarah's using for this lovely bundle, 100534, a lot of you are getting this one, so thank you very, very much. You haven't even seen a demo yet. Let's do a little bit of a shout out while Sarah's just blending that lovely colour through that delicious stencil. So we've got Barbara, Amanda, Ronald, Laura, if you're new to the channel, you need to type "I'm a newbie" and we'll do a special shout out for you for coming to say hello. And over on our Facebook pages, we have Adele. Adele's actually in sunny Cyprus at the moment. Thanks for letting us know
she's still in Cyprus.
Yeah, she says it's red hot today. We have Fiona who's saying hello, Tony and Sarah. We've got Kate Gallier, hello. And then we have Louise Palmer, hi. And then over on our YouTube channel, well, there's lots of you on. Emma says,
peeling spuds
and watching once I've done. I'm going in for those fish.
Oh.
What does she mean?
I'm not sure what you're watching, Emma.
I don't know what you're watching, Emma. Is that code? That's code for something.
Idea.
Yeah. So obviously, you know, Emma's on the channel as well, and she's got a Christmas launch coming up. But tonight at 7 o'clock, I'm showing you some brand new goodies going to TV on the 7th at 7 o'clock. And then at 8 o'clock, Emma is straight after me. And she's going to be giving you some more crafty inspiration. So 7 o'clock with me and 8 o'clock. We've got a fun day today with Stamps by Me, actually, because we're giving you that inspiration all day. So we have a newbie, Angela Park. I'm a newbie. Where are you from, Angela? We like to know where you're from. We like to know what you've had for your breakfast, your dinner and your tea. And we like to know if you've got pets. We like to know everything. So give us a shout out, Angela. Let us know where you are in the world. Right, sorry. Let's go.
Well, what I'm going to do now, this might seem a bit of an odd thing to do, but I'll explain in a second, is I'm now going to go back over the stencil that I've already got the tattered rose through with a very grubby looking Versamark ink pad. So although the Distress Oxide probably would hold the embossing powder, actually, because it's not as wet as the pure pigment inks, I'm going to just give myself that insurance policy of adding some sticky ink over the top.
Caroline says she's making Christmas cards today with all of her SBM goodies. Oh my God.
That's very
At least you're going to get ahead with your Christmas products. That's what I say, because that's why you were launched so early, so you can get ahead. Don't get caught out. I think this is going to be fab. You're going to add some sparkles.
I am a November Christmas card maker. I have to admit, I've been very impressed by how ahead of the game everyone is.
I like to, I use all my demo cards for Christmas.
Well, yeah, absolutely. You don't have time to make.
I really don't know.
So I'm going to lift this up.
Oh, that's just a card in itself already,
isn't it? Well, it's one of your colours, isn't it? That kind of blush colour.
So beautiful.
What I'm going to do is what I call almost add a bit of shading with the embossing powder. So this isn't one of yours. This is it's all wow, but this is Petalicious. It's a very strong pink. And I'm just going to go in. So this is me almost adding it like a garnish on a...
Well, I've not seen this technique before.
There you go. I'm glad I could introduce you to something a bit new.
So Angela's from Harlow. She's got COVID. She's feeling rough, but she's enjoying the goodies. Well, welcome to the channel, Angela. Stay tuned and chat amongst all of the lovely ladies that are on here, because we all just love to chat about anything. And we love the inspiration. Welcome to the channel, sweetheart.
So I'm just, you see there, I just flipped it over, because what I didn't want to do was get that strong colour all over the design.
Hi, Charlotte.
Going to go in with your Be Bold. This is your glittery one. I absolutely adore these. Same process. I'm just going out a bit wide now of the darker pink.
Oh, so you're sort of like blending it a little bit.
Yeah, so it's almost a bit like painting with your embossing powders. If you're feeling very reckless, you could just add those two on top of each other and create your own little mix and put it in a different pot, but I'm trying to be good. At home, some of this would now be on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm behaving myself. And then, as a filler, as the one that's going to cover the rest of the design, I'm using, you'll know what the name of this one is, Perfection.
So this one's going all over?
Yeah, so the one that you want as your filler almost, the one that's going to kind of fill in any of the gaps and be the kind of the background.
I've got Tom telling me it's not just ladies. I'm sorry, Tom. Gents as well,
hiya,
sweetheart.
Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Lovely
We hope
to
you're okay,
see you.
sweetheart. Thank you for coming and saying hello. You can beat me up later, Tom.
So, yeah, so I'm just turn that card around so I don't...
Isn't it fabulous to have Sarah in studio? It's amazing, isn't it? Because I do love studio, but it's always just me. I love it when we get other people in, because I mean, come on, this is so creative, isn't it? So much fun.
Well, I mean, and I think I say it every time I come in, but I must admit, this is just such a lovely place to come. And
I didn't pay you to say that, I promise.
No, because you know how nervous I was before we started. I was really nervous.
Like, she needs to be nervous. She's been in here loads of times before. I think it's because we've had a short break, isn't it? Because we've all been so busy.
Yeah.
Shows, Christmas, it's just been so busy. It always is summertime, isn't it? It starts to tail off a little bit in October.
Yeah.
And as you will see, you're going to start seeing Sarah in studio a lot more. She's going to be bringing you new goodies as well. So it's going to be just a lovely channel to come and get that lovely inspiration from all of the most loved brands here in the UK as well.
So there we go. So I'm just going to heat that up now with the heat gun. Let's just... And I'll explain in a second the reason I use the distressing.
So you'll be able to do this technique with my embossing powder, with any embossing powders you have in your stash. You don't have to have our embossing powders. You can be able to just mix 3. I did launch my Christmas collection, if you remember, on TV too. So if you've got those, maybe you want to do a Christmas flower as well. So if you haven't got this stencil or these embossing powders, I'm absolutely certain in your stash you will have a stencil of some form, and you will have some embossing powders of some form, which you'll be able to sort of replicate this technique. We're not precious about whose products you use, and we love to see your mates over on the Eureka fan page. So come and say hello, show your mates, be proud of your mates, and just share the love of craft. Because you never know, there might be somebody out there needing a little bit of inspiration, and you might just be the person to do it.
I get lots of inspiration delicious from Eureka. So the reason I added the tattered rose to start with, if you remember, is just to this is me playing around yesterday. This is a sample with the tattered rose, and this is a sample which I think looks stunning as well. Where I just literally went on with the Versamark.
Oh, right, okay.
So in terms of the depth,
lighter,
it's just it literally is a very subtle difference. It's the depth of colour that you might get by adding something in the background. Of course, if you went in with a more dramatic ink colour, you'd get a kind of bolder kind of base colour. But the key thing really is just ensuring you've got something. If you miss a bit, as I did here, I think I missed a bit with my embossing powder. It doesn't matter because you've got the ink there already, so the image is there.
Good shout, that. Good top tip.
So
we need to get a bell for a top tip. Just saying.
Who wouldn't think that often?
Tom says he'll forgive me. He loves the floral collection. Thanks.
Oh, bless him. Hi, Glynis.
He's so
as
nice.
Well.
Hi, Glynis. Yeah, lovely to see you all. Now, a couple of things before she just moves on to the next stage of her technique. I just want to tell you about Sarah has started her own YouTube channel. Now, you all know we love to share the love of craft, and it's really, really difficult when you are starting a channel on YouTube to get those subscribers and get the vision and get the eyes on. So if you do get 5 minutes, it doesn't even take 5 minutes, but if you do have time, please just pop Funky Fossil into YouTube and subscribe to her channel. She's going to try and do weekly content for you, where she's going to be using all the products that you see here on TV, after shows. So another way to get creativity out of your craft. So go and show support and click that subscribe button.
And equally, it's just worth saying that both of the bundles I've bought you today, I've got actual YouTube videos already up on the channel with different techniques and different examples on. So you can already check out different ways of using the stamps and stencils there as well.
So the bundle that Sarah's using is the most popular. Okay, 100534. Now, don't forget, as always, if you leave things sat in your basket, I do give you an hour. But if they're sat there for any longer than that, we do take them out because it frustrates people when it shows out of stock. So if you have got them in your basket, as soon as you're ready and able, if you can check out your baskets, that helps us and the less frustration for other customers. So it's 100534. Now, don't forget, we do have the Buy the Show 100532, which is everything at that amazing price of £61.74. But as always, and I say it every single time, don't overstretch. And if you think you're just going to use one of the items out of one of the bundles, then it's not a good purchase. You need to love everything that's in that bundle, because guess what? Sarah's back probably next month with something new. And then maybe in that bundle, you'll love that bundle and purchase that bundle. Please don't buy just because. We want you to buy it, use it, and be inspired by it.
And one of the things I was saying to Tony before we came to air is I'm hoping that one of the bundles that I bring to you next month will be exclusive to How to Craft Network.
Yeah,
so
that'd be lovely.
Again, just as a thank you for being viewers on the channel, it'd be the place to come and get it.
That's so nice. Thank
Just
you.
explaining what I am doing, by the way, is you'll have seen me tear out a piece of the watercolour rainbow paper. And this is one of the ways that I typically try and get my florals done quickly. Because if I'm not in the colouring in mood, then this is a really good way.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Particularly when you've got beautiful papers like this that have got that variation in tone and colour already on there. It looks like you've already been a bit of a star with your colouring in.
So is that what you did with them ones?
Yes,
is it really?
Yeah, it is.
I did think she's painted them really well, but then now you've shown me that you've shown me how you cheated.
I've ruined the magic. But of course, I have fussy cut them out, which I think is.
And they're not too difficult to fussy cut, which is brilliant.
They're not. And I just literally covered sheets and sheets of the green and the pink paper with the stamps and just got cutting away. So I'm just giving this. Now you can see how the images have just come out really lovely on there. So I'm not, you'll be glad to know, going to subject you to me cutting these out live on air because I have got some I've done already. But again, it's another way of making the most of those papers because, of course, now if you use the maybe the 8x8 watercolour rainbow pad in the background, then you've got the you've got a matching, all the colours are going to tone together.
I've got a lot of people, Sarah, saying they've just quickly popped over and subscribed to your channel.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, so
that's good.
Show the love, everyone. It's brilliant. Makes me very happy.
I've just seen what Helen said.
I didn't want to read it out, but I will, just in case anybody's not watching the chat or maybe is on Facebook and missing out. But Helen has sold her left kidney on eBay because she's ready for Emma's Christmas collection. I know, it's amazing, isn't it? There's so many lovely, lovely products, and this is what I say to you every single day. We've got some amazing brands here on the How to Craft Network who aim to inspire you more and more every day. So if you like what you see, obviously you can buy the goodies, but it's just not about that next sale. It's not just about the next pound. It's more about utilising what you have in your stash and being creative together. That's sharing the love of craft.
And it is definitely all about getting the most out of the products.
It is. We pay for it. It's a lot of money.
Absolutely. And certainly, as I was saying earlier, the Eureka group, I get so much inspiration there. Even though I'm not starting my Christmas cards, I am keeping a close eye on those designs that are coming through. So you can see there how I've used the stamped hibiscus to extend the stencil. Now, the only thing I've done to the stamped images that I've already put out here is I've just gone in with a black pen and just coloured in the stamen, just to give it a little bit more definition in the middle of the flower. However, I would like a hummingbird to appear on this card.
Oh, very nice.
So what I'm going to do...
So the hummingbird's in the same set?
It is.
Ooh.
It is. And so I have already got one cut and coloured out.
That looks yummy.
It is.
It's quite yummy.
That,
yeah, I would be too. That is yummy.
I mean, I know, because you brought out some amazing layering stencils recently, haven't you? And I think I saw a comment from somebody saying, oh, could we have hummingbirds? And I thought, oh, I've got one of those.
Ooh, coming soon. That's lovely, is that? And it's a beautiful size too.
It's, yeah, it is. It works really nicely with the stencil, as you can imagine. I've given it a bit of thought. So what I've done, so you'll see from the stencil, is it visible to you?
Yeah, I was just going to say, could you do it on your pattern paper instead of the colouring?
You could, I mean, absolutely. So if you wanted to, I mean, you could either do a little bit of shading around the outside and then gold emboss onto the paper, so you've already got that variation in colour there behind the hummingbird for you. But the way the stencil comes is you've got the solid base and then you've got the overlay. Now, in order to fit them onto the one stencil rather than using two stencils for this, then you'll see they are facing each other. But of course, the beauty of the stencil is you can just flip it over. Yeah. So you can have your hummingbird facing whichever way. And just remember that when you put your overlay on, you need to have it flipped over onto the back. Do double check then you're obviously taking your any inks off the front, because I'm scared a bit of an inky mess. I've already inked my base. And you can see I've used some lovely vibrant Distress Oxides for that. So you can see how I did that with the blending brushes. And the only reason I'm not doing that live is I then need to heat set it again before I went on with embossing powder. Because I tried doing it at home yesterday, forgot to dry the ink, and then of course everything turned gold. So I thought I'll have one ready, and
just in case,
not have to worry myself about the drying time. So you can very easily line your hummingbird up.
Oh, Sarah, you need to do more birds like this.
It's beautiful,
oh, it's
isn't
so
it?
good. A whole bunch of stencils with birds and layers on, please. That's just amazing. And you're getting some big shout outs here going, oh my, that hummingbird is divine.
I do have some bird stamps coming up, which are going to be absolutely stunning. So
stand by for those then.
I know. I'm giving it all away today, aren't I? Yesterday when I was watching Simon, I was telling everybody what my Christmas release was going to have in it. I've got to...
That's because you're giddy. Do you have a newsletter sign up on your website?
I do, yes.
So if people are wanting to know like up and coming news, the best place to go is there then?
Absolutely, yes.
So funkyfossil.co.uk or .com maybe, check those websites out and sign up for Sarah's newsletter, because she's always doing something. She's always creating something. So you're never going to miss out if you've signed up for that newsletter. Again,
same technique as I've done before. Now, I'm not, in terms of my stencil surgery on this occasion, I'm not worrying too much about overlap. I think, as you saw from the base, I've got ink all over it, but I'm going to cut it out. So I'm not worried. If you were going to use it direct onto your card design, obviously you want to be very aware of any of the open base design that you might still have exposed. But it's not going to matter on this occasion because it's going to be cut out. But yeah, I do love heat embossing through stencils.
I do. There's not much we don't love, is there?
No. And certainly when it comes to embossing powders.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still working my way through those techniques that Marion shared with us a couple of months ago.
She's done some more on her channel, hasn't she? Can't keep up me. They're amazing though.
I know. She really does turn embossing powders into like an art medium, doesn't she?
She's just amazing. So. Everybody on this channel is amazing. Not shouting out anybody's trumpets or anything, but, we are all quite creative in our own way, I think.
Well, I think we all do
our own thing, and it's good.
And we all do what we do.
Because we love it.
Yeah. On and off camera, don't we? It's just what we...
So Mandy Gibbs has just tuned in. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Tony, Sarah. Love the show. Thank you for joining us, darling. As you can see, and I won't heat emboss this because I do have one cut out, unless you want me to, but I think, given I want to kind of show you some other techniques as well. I think people get the idea with that one. Just I love, mind you, I can't say what my favourite. I'll be flipping and flopping from product. Probably next one you use, I'll probably do that one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what it's like
when you see them used, isn't it? So you can see how easy it is, just literally pressing the ink.
That's so cool.
The ink pad through. You get that layering. Yeah. Of course, it also looks stunning with embossing paste over the top layer as well, to get a bit of a raised. Or if I bring this on just to show you, because this is on my YouTube channel. What I've done here on this design is I've used gilding flakes on fabric. So this is acrylic paint through the stencil, paint through the base, and then I use some gilding flakes over the top. So it's just another way. That's nice. Yeah, it's just another way of using...
Jazzing up your pencil case, isn't it?
Those two designs that we've just been making a card with, I've also used like that. So yeah, there's no end of ways you can actually kind of embellish that top layer with the hummingbird. So
that's just going to bring it all together.
So it's just kind of going to appear on our...
That's beautiful. Love the hummingbird. Oh my gosh. So we've got Louisa. Afternoon, ladies and gents. Good afternoon, Louisa. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, hi.
Loving the show. Paula Bridges. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to come and say hello. Obviously, our show today is at 3 p.m.
Yeah, we're trying to catch you out.
And we need you all to share the show, get more eyes on the channel. And we do have a giveaway as well at the end of the show, and I'll talk about that before we go off air. Oh, exciting.
I think I'm just going to go with a plain black. Okay. However, as you can imagine, gold heat embossing would look amazing on this as well.
Dorothy's saying she met Sarah at the Newcastle racecourse and she looks forward to seeing her again in October. That's from Dorothy Black.
Thanks, Dorothy. So you were there in February. It was a chilly day.
Yeah. Top fan is our Dorothy.
So I deliberately went for quite a nice solid font with these sentiments with this set. But there you go. Now, all I've done to complete this design, I don't know where, oh, there we go, is I've cut down, so you can see here, exactly the same papers, but I've cut down one of the 8x8 sheets because I want something that's going to give me a matte layer for my front panel. And there you see.
That's when it comes together.
Exactly. Just that, those colours in the florals are now just going to match in perfectly with our mats. And there you go.
That is amazing. I love the bird. It just ties it all together. Last minute, if you always watch me as a crafter doing cards, you all say, I have no idea where this is going. Well, there you are. That is the complete card. Absolutely stunning. I love that. Bright and breezy, very summer, very tropical. Thanks for getting rid of Christmas.
There you go.
So I am going to have a quick recap of the products, just give you a couple of updates, just give Sarah a couple of minutes to get ready for a second demonstration because she has two fabulous demonstrations. So I'll just work my way back over here and we'll just have a quick chat through some of the lovely designs. Now, if you're tuning into the show slightly late, it's absolutely fine. You can watch the show at any time. There are no rules. It's on our YouTube channel, How to Craft Network, and you can watch it at your own leisure, whether it be 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I do know that lots of you have to work, and we do have our regular viewing, but I do know that a lot of you catch up later, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, and our views tick up and tick up and tick up over the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So whenever you watch it, for one, I hope you enjoy it. And two, we have always some amazing products for you. So let me just quickly recap the bundles that are in the show. Now, you can buy the whole show, and I'll talk about that in a second. But the first item on the counter is those beautiful vases. Now, if I just grab these two samples off here, just to show you, look at this vase on here. Now, this has got crackle accents on top, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, I'll just wait 1 second. I just want you to see this one because it is absolutely amazing. And it's got crackle over the vase, so it looks like the cracked vase. Does that make sense? Look at that. Thank you so much. So that's the front, and then can you see the crack in that? Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I love these vases. Now think about all of the embellishments and flowers, and even think about maybe your Christmas ones you've just got from me. You know, your pins and things that you could stick into the vases, that would look cool. And then we have another one here which has got some gold embossing and those beautiful papers in the background as well. Just so simple in design, but look absolutely beautiful. If you are a clean and simple card maker, of course you can make them clean and simple, but equally you can jazz them up. Now, in that set, you get the full A5 set, which is that beautiful sort of vase. It's got the sort of embellishments. It's got the flowers in there. And it says, just breathe. And beauty is truth. It's got some beautiful moths. I mean, look at that sat on some washi tape. And then look at this with the pearly wink stamping ring. So you can twist the design, get that repeating pattern through your cards as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Item number 100533, 2 times stamps and 2 times stencils as well. Incredible value there, guys. $28.49. If you are a club member, you will get those points accrued. You will get that extra 10, 15 or 20% discount. So moving on to the most popular one of the show, which is the one that Sarah has just used with those beautiful tropical bundle in there. 100534. So you get the 2 stencils down the base here, that gorgeous bird, the corner stencil as well. You also get the 6x6 watercolour pad. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then you get the large stamp on there. So it's got 3 large flowers and several leaves. And what Sarah does always very well is she knows how to put a curve in a product, because if it's flat and liney, you can't create perspective. So you get that great curve in all of Sarah's artwork. So you can build those corner embellishments, you can build a bouquet, and you can build a wreath. 100534, club member 2659. If you do like all of the items in the show, we do have the 8x8 watercolour pad. I will just do a flick of this one. But if you do like, and this is an individual, this 8x8 pad, let me just show you the lovely papers in here very quickly. So you get all of the sort of sunset, I just nearly gave it away then, didn't I? Sunset for tonight. Lovely sort of textures, lines, very gouache in effect, very splattery in effect. Absolutely beautiful. Now, if you like this one, you can buy it on its own. It's available as an individual, 100535, £9.49 in the club. But if you like everything on the counter, we have a buy the show, which is £61.74, and you will get this item, the first one. You'll get the complete second item as well. You'll also get the paper pad, and that is £61.74 in the club. Now, if you have the 20% discount, you're going to get a further £6 off. I mean, come on, incredible, incredible savings. But as always, we always like to be a brand that just keeps on giving. If you do make a purchase in the show today of any of the Funky Fossil products, we will be sending you a free gift, which is those beautiful enamel dots with the sparkly gold, the sparkly silver and the crystal clear. And that's just a way of saying thank you for tuning in to the show as well. And they are gorgeous, and they're way more worthy of a free gift. They're absolutely beautiful. So that is just a quick recap of the counter. Let's go back to Sarah and look at what the next demonstration is going to be. Oh, another stencil. Here we go.
Yeah. As you rightly said, stencils are kind of where I start with a lot of my designs. So yeah, Beauty's Garden.
You are good at it.
Thank you.
100533, the garden bundle, Beauty's Garden. Right.
So I'm going to make a card version of this this kind of journal page that I've did, and I think I put on the Facebook group earlier this weekend. But I'm just going to do a bit of that kind of background stenciling and stamping to create a bit of a kind of background for our lovely vases.
That's that single stamp as well in the background.
It is. So it's both. They both work together beautifully, and that's what was the idea for me. Is I thought, well, actually, as you rightly said, you can do pattern building with the A7 stamp yourself. It is more cost effective for me to offer you a similar design in a stencil.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of further extend that with the stamp that comes along with it. So whether you're a stamper or a stenciler, I've got you covered, but equally they do work really well together, which I'm hoping.
So Adele says, this is looking stunning, Sarah, as in that will be your last card. Laxmi Patel, wow, is all I have to say. Thank you, Laxmi. Lovely for you to join us. Pat Pepper, lovely card, Sarah. Louisa Sharp, beautiful card. And then we have a question, Amanda Stockham. Question, can you buy the vase on their own? You can't at the moment. It's just available in that exclusive little collection there, Amanda. But moving forwards, we do listen to what you've got to say. And because Sarah's going to be here quite often, because guess what? We're having Funky Tuesdays. Hopefully, Funky Tuesdays. There will be lots of individual items as well. We'll keep you posted on that one, Amanda. That looks good already.
I can't come back for Funky Tuesdays unless I get my own theme tune.
And a cape.
Yeah, absolutely.
My son's good at putting like eyepieces and capes on Teddy, so I'm sure he will sort you out.
Maybe a superhero across.
Yeah, superhero.
Well, when we were watching Simon yesterday, we were asking him whether he was going to wear his elf outfit to.
Oh no! Don't encourage.
So,
do not
Tracy
encourage.
Offered to lend me her turkey hat for mine.
No.
So it obviously is somewhere where we need to.
Let's not encourage, guys. Emma's put yay for Funky Tuesdays.
Yeah, thanks, Emma. Every day is funky for Emma. So as you can see, I've been moving the stencil around and just lightly, this is salvage patina of the distress oxides, just lightly going over that. So I'm trying to leave a little bit of white space in the centre of the card, which is quite often what I will do. That enables me to ensure I've got some space for a focal point that isn't going to end up fighting with my background. I'm going to use the new Distress Oxide colour.
Oh, I've not actually seen this in action. I've got it. Because we have to have it, don't we? Even though I didn't use last one.
I know, absolutely. What was the last one? What was that?
Was it Pink Kitsch Flamingo?
No, ages ago.
Oh, well, I haven't even used that one yet.
Right.
I'm so
was
bad.
It prize ribbon? Is it a blue? Another blue. Anyway, but yes.
I know they're all at home watching going, yeah, I've done exactly the same. I haven't used mine yet.
I know.
And I'm always saying, come on, use your kit. And I haven't actually used mine yet.
But it's
so bad.
It is crafting law, isn't it? When Mr. Holtz brings something out that we all need to jump and go and get it. But I do actually really like this colour.
It is. It's between a teal and a blue. It's gorgeous.
It's a real kind of, I keep describing it as a dirty teal almost. It's kind of got, because it's a slightly deeper colour than peacock feathers.
These are on the website, the new Tim Holtz ink.
So, and the reason I'm not using my Eureka for this only is because I'm going to move around the card and just pick up little bits of the stamp as I go. So I'm not needing to quite get that same placement or solid image, although this is stamping out really nicely. One thing you can do, obviously, as I'm stamping with Distress Oxide, and I think I did on my journal page, is you could have caught, and I think you do this as well, you could spritz this with water once you've laid it down and get yourself quite a nice distress look with it just moving a little bit.
Yeah, I think any inks you use them on their own, but also give them a spray, because you might surprise yourself, because some of the results you can get from just spraying look cold.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love playing.
I have to say that demo I saw you do with the layering poppy.
Oh, yeah. On telly, with red poppy.
Yeah.
I know, I've had...
I think
did you have to bring that up? Oh, everybody's after that.
Oh, really?
I get emails relentless for that. It's coming back, though. But
I don't think Yanis could believe his eyes.
No.
Bless
good,
him.
Isn't it? Yeah, I think we are at the top with those layering stencils. They are really, really 3D. They're lovely.
But it's a really good example of how just letting the inks move and do their own thing can give you you can get the very precise layer, or you can get that much softer look. I typically stamp in threes, not the whole image, as you'll see. I've kind of gone off at the edges there. And I'm not going to spritz this one, because what I am going to do, and I'm sure this is a product lots of you will have and probably haven't used for ages, because well, certainly I hadn't, but it's some of these Perfect Pearls. They're kind of the micro powders.
Yeah.
Are they micro powders?
Yes. Yeah.
So, I mean, again, any micro powders that you have already in your stash. Now I'm going to pounce, I'm using a soft brush, and I'm going to just kind of pounce this over the inking, because again, I'm making use of that property of the Distress Oxide, that it stays wetter.
This is going to give you like a shimmer.
It is, absolutely, and this is quite a subtle look. Until I hold it up onto the camera, it won't necessarily be that obvious of where it's adhering. But certainly pouncing rather than brushing, because while the ink is still a bit damp and wet, you'll end up with your design.
Yeah. So we're getting a lot of Funky Tuesdays. Yeah. Just remember to say Funky Tuesdays, okay? Remember, that's why you all got those smiley faces, and I know you all really well. Yeah, Funky Tuesdays, okay? And they're loving the blue vases. Absolutely loving them. Let's have a look. Oh my gosh. So don't forget to share this page if you can, if you're allowed to, or you can see a share button. Don't forget to share, because we want to support Sarah in her lovely journey with her lovely brand, Funky Fossil. And we also want everybody to be able to get some creativity from everyone. So you'll all have the goodies at home, but sometimes you just need that nudge to get them used. And hopefully every time somebody's live here in studio, we give you that little bit of a starting point to dig out your stash and have a play. Because I know sometimes we lose our mojo, sometimes we lose a little bit of our creativity. But just seeing a quick video of somebody being a little bit inspirational sometimes gets you going again. And
certainly when I'm prepping demos for TV, etc., I borrow heavily from the ideas from my design team in terms of what they send
do the
through.
same.
Because they see the stuff differently to the way you did quite often. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move to the one I've done earlier purely on the basis. I don't know, can you pick that shimmer up? Is it coming through on camera?
Just caught a glimpse of it there. It is coming through. Yep, just at the bottom there. Yep, there we go.
There we go.
Perfect.
So what I will do is leave that side dry and then dust it off. Again, you don't want to smear your image. So I've done that loads where I've wanted to get to the shimmery bit.
Get onto it. Nice mantle pleaser, that one, on it'll catch the light.
Absolutely. So there's one there. You see, this is the one that has, sorry Tim, this is the one that I have already kind of done, and just kind of wiped any residue away, so you've got that lovely shimmer, but it's a subtle shimmer. Thank you very much. I thought maybe you were tearing up.
Oh, no.
How amazingly gorgeous it was. No.
I'm passing a tissue to clean my glass mat. Like, get that cleaned up. Sending my anxiety through the roof. Thought you were tearing up.
You were tearing up, but not for the my beautiful
so funny. Let's not talk about the glass mat either.
I know. Well,
moving on.
You brought it up. So exactly the same as I did with the hibiscus flowers on the last demo, and I won't again do a lot of stamping here, but you can see from the watercolour rainbow pad, you've got so many options to choose from. I absolutely adore that one. I don't know if you can see that, but it really, I don't even know if that is watercolour. I think it looks more like acrylic actually, but it's just got that real depth of colour in it.
Gorgeous.
Very dramatic.
Yes. They're a great shortcut to having to mess. Don't get the mess out, and you just want something that looks like you've done the real deal, then these are going to be able to do that for you.
And I like the mess as well, as you say, but actually sometimes it's just really satisfying to be able to put the card together quickly without waiting for things to dry.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to do is pick out the blue from this card with the taller vase.
So how come the lovely vases? Oh, they're quite a big size, aren't they?
They are. They're a good size. And say I have seen samples from the design team where they put the hibiscus
over
them.
Hanging
so
over.
They're big enough, and as you say with some of your florals as well, they're big enough to actually kind of be a container for images. So also become very attached to the paper there.
Quality stamp. What happens? So Waxsmith tell me thinks I need to buy that blue ink pad. It's fab. I think they're loaded onto the website. The new Tim Holtz ones are on the website. We've got lots of minis on there as well. We've got the new Distress Oxides as well. So if you want to check those out, have a peruse, because there's lots of new goodies on there all the time. Let's have a look. Oh, Emma shopped. Emma! Oh, beautiful papers, Amanda says. See, if you catch a conversation halfway through, it doesn't quite read right, does it?
So, again, I'm using the Eureka with this one because it does have solid elements in it. So I've got that opportunity to go back in and get that nice solid image, although it's going to leave with the paper. Perfect. So thankfully it has done perfectly. But again, if you ensure that your paper is nicely positioned, even if it does move, you can get it back to where it was.
That is such a beautiful vase.
But isn't that beautiful? Because it does, and I think I've stamped this one in a similar place.
I don't ask for anything else.
Well, you had me brushes last time. Now you want a paper vase. Yes.
I try. I'm like you, I do try. Special question. Who designed the papers stroke cards, Sarah? So cards will be from the design team where they've all made the cards and things like that. And the papers, where's the paper inspiration from then? Is it from other designers, your design team?
I've got the papers are from, I'm planning to do one with backgrounds I've made myself, but this has come from a variety of different sources. So because I wanted to put a rainbow together, I just looked for backgrounds and things that I thought would actually create that nice variety of finishes for you. So.
And it's nice to have the yellows and the greens and the blues and the yellows, so you've got that sort of ombre effect. And she hasn't put like brown with her other colour that's going to create mud. Because we do it sometimes with our inks, don't we? So you've picked some beautiful, beautiful selection there, Sarah. So well done.
And I've tried deliberately to go with, you've got your flowers, you've got your foliage, you've got some landscapes there. That brown one with the splatters gives you that lovely.
Adele's put, I love Sarah's papers. I use the whole one for an album in Studio 3. I need to buy another at Port Sunlight. You'll see you there then, kid.
Oh, fun. Well, hopefully the tan will have gone by then.
Tom's saying, I'm so getting the I wants. Oh, dear. That looks so... That's just a lovely card.
Isn't that lovely? So all I'm going to do is just add one of the bugs, I think, which is what Emma was referring to. Okay. So again, they've got a really stylised look to them, these. So the whole set's got a really kind of elegant, stylised, that kind of dragonfly there is, you know, they're just...
So Tracy's saying, question, are the 2 paper pads the same, just reduced in size?
They are. Absolutely.
So you can make your coordinating envelopes for cards. You can see the design absolutely through if you want to.
And I've only recently started doing the 8x8s, partly because of Studio 3 and wanting to be able to make the kind of the journals and pages from papers that I have. But also, as I was just showing you in that earlier demo, just gives you that opportunity to be able to get that larger mat and layer if you want one on your...
That is so nice. That would look nice 3D'd as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that is so nice. I love the colours you've picked there. That is so gorgeous. I mean, so in that vase that Sarah's done there, the florals that are in there are in that same set. So you're not going to be hunting around trying to be creative and find things that are going to work. It's all in there for you. You've got the bugs. There's a lovely, lovely deep blue pattern in the background too.
And the florals in there, as you can see, and this is what I would typically do as well, that they would be a nightmare for me cut out. I'd stamp them on the base and then put the vase over the top. So keeping it simple.
Just breathe.
Oh, I should have started that at the beginning of the show. Just breathe.
Well, it's been a beautiful show.
And then there we go. And so I've done exactly the same. So I've got a gold mat. So you can see there a bit of gold card in the background. But I've done exactly the same as I did with the first card, which is put down a piece of the paper. Now, of course, I'm sure at home you would take some of that centre out or die cut some elements and then just use the outer edge. But I'm just going to go for it today and use the whole piece as the backing. But again, we've got
that's just so nice.
Same colour in that, just that touch around the edge, which is echoed in the vases.
So just amazing. Thank you so much. 2 fabulous demos there. If you've not felt inspired, you've come to the wrong place because those were 2 incredible demonstrations. Thank you so much, Sarah. So the item for that item number, which Sarah has just kindly demonstrated, 100533. So you get those incredible vases. Now you'll have to let me know which set you like the most. We always do this. Did you like the vases or did you like the flowers? Let us know. It's always interesting to see because it's normally 50-50. Sometimes we get one that people absolutely love. Yeah. So please let us know. Now we do have, don't forget, if you buy anything from the show, Sarah's kindly going to give everybody some enamel dots. And they're these lovely dots with the gold sparkle, the silver and the crystal clear. And that's just a thank you from Sarah for being live in the How to Craft Network. You can also buy the show. So take a peruse through the website, have a look, see if there's anything in there that you really, really like. And we do have a competition. And the competition is that if you pop a comment underneath this video, just say something, anything. Did you enjoy the show? Which was your best demonstration you liked the most? Do you want to see Sarah back on Funky Tuesdays as well? Just pop a comment underneath this video and I will do a giveaway. I can't do it tonight because we'll leave out the people that have to work, unfortunately. So maybe later in the week, I'll get Sarah to pick a winner from all of the lovely comments and we will send you some of our lovely Funky Fossil products. How's that sound? So thank you so much for saying hello. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm delighted you are in the How to Craft Network. You are part of our team, part of our family, and the future is bright. 2023 is going to be amazing. So whatever you're doing, have a lovely afternoon stroke evening. I'll see you all tonight at 7 o'clock. I'm having them papers. Stand by. I'll see you all later. Bye.
Take care. Bye.